beauty loving unicorns, and welcome back to my channel and this what's in my summer C palette. I have it right here. Well, this isn't really a C palette, but it's more like what's in my summer custom made magnetic palette. C doesn't really have the same spring to it. I have talked about this C palette on my Snapchat, and if you want to get a hold of this, I will link the place where I bought it down below. It's basically a place where you can get your own image printed on like a C palette thingy. I got a white one. I don't know why. See how mine looks. I should have got a black one, but I just like things that are white. And if you don't play World of Warcraft, you probably don't know that this is Illidan. If you have played World of Warcraft, you might recognize him. Yes, I'm trying to get my interests to combine, so this is a eyeshadow palette with Illidan, which is one of the final bosses of the game that I am playing. If you didn't know that as well, now you do. I play World of Warcraft. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna show you what's inside. This palette does have a mirror, and used it today, obviously, for this look, and I only use 3 eyeshadows for this look because sometimes I just want to keep it simple. You don't have to use a zillion eyeshadows to do a look, but I'm gonna walk you through this palette, show you which colors I have, and tell you why I picked these colors to be in my summer C palette. Because I picked these, I have a lot of single shadows, if you didn't know that. Like, I have a lot of single eyeshadows. I just try to pick like what do I want to use this summer. So I'm just trying to use this palette and these colors, and some are new and some are old, just trying to come up with new combinations and just be creative, because sometimes you kind of get in a rut and you just use the same kind of techniques and colors all the time, and doing something really fun like this really gets the creative juices going. And yeah, I really like this palette and the palette that I put together. As you can see, I have a spot down here where I have a bigger eyeshadow. This actually I do switch out. Right now there's one from JD Glow here, and I will show you that later. But just let's start from the top and I can show you what colors are in here. This is Voltage by Makeupgeek. It is one of their duochromes. It is simply amazing. It's like a beige gold duochrome. It is gorgeous on the lid, but it's even more perfect as an inner corner highlight, and that's what I use it for, especially when I do warm looks. I love having this as an inner corner highlight. It's my jam, okay? Really love this color. Next color is one of my staples. This is Vanilla Bean by Makeupgeek. I use this a lot as my brow bone highlight because I don't really like a super highlighted brow bone highlight. This is also really good to set your eye primer because this is pretty much my lid color. So, and I also use this, and I don't know if you know this tip, but if you have like really sharp edges and you don't want to blend your eyeshadow higher up, you can always use a color like this or whatever skin color you have and try to blend the edge so you don't bring the color too far up if you're like afraid of that. I'm using this today on my brow bone as a matte highlight. Really love this color. Next is one of my favorite eyeshadows of like all time. This is I'm Peachless by Makeupgeek, and this is what I have. I'm not flipping you off, sorry. This is what I have on my lid today. I just really love this color. It's really subtle, so maybe you're like, wow, you like this color? But this goes together with everything. I'm using this with red, with purples, with pinks. Like here I'm using this really corally shade that I will get to later, but this just goes with everything. And also this is a really good inner corner highlight if you foil it a bit with MAC Fix Plus, because this works really good with, if you put it on the brush and then just wetten the brush a bit, this works really good with that. I normally put my finger in it and just dab it on with my finger. I think that gives the best effect. You can also use this as a highlight, and that is really pretty as well. If you want more of a subtle highlight with a peachy glow, this is really good for that. This is one of my favorite colors, and this is going to be in my autumn palette as well, I'm sure of it. Next color is one of my newer colors, and this is Chickadee by Makeupgeek, and I've used this a couple of times, and I just put it in my palette because it's new, and actually I think this is more of an autumny color maybe, but I do some really nice smoky warm looks at times, especially when I have a tan. And then this is really good to have like your first crease color before you go in with like reds and oranges and stuff. It's really nice to have something mustardy like this. I think Chickadee is actually a really nice color and I'm happy I got it, although I need to use it more, that's for sure. Okay, the first color that isn't a Makeupgeek color. This is Coastal Scents Phoenix Sun, and it is basically a bright orange metallic. It's super cool. I have never seen anything even similar to this in any other makeup brand. I think this is so unique, and if you're ordering from Coastal Scents, you should really try and get this one. I've had this for a bit and I didn't use it that much. That's why I put it in this palette, because I mean this goes so well with like colorful summery looks, and I've used it together with this shadow and also Bitten by Makeupgeek, and that made a really nice combo. So I just love Phoenix Sun. It's so creamy and so pigmented and just yummy. Next color is Poppy by Makeupgeek, and that's the color that I have today together with I'm Peachless. Well, you could probably see that. This is actually also one of my newer colors from Makeupgeek, but this one I have been using a bit. It's like an orangey coral, and I just think that this is perfect for summer. I mean, it blends really nice, it works so good in the crease, and you know how I feel about colors, and I really love this one. I also got Mango Tango, but I don't, or maybe the one that I got wasn't that good, but actually my Mango Tango is kind of dry and not pigmented. Then I love Poppy a lot more, and I think this is a really good color and it's perfect for spring. I mean, just look at these colors, they go really well together. Next we're coming into like a black. I need a black in my palette because I use black a lot just to darken out the outer corner, even though sometimes I'm not doing a dark look, but I feel like I want to darken it up a bit, and also sometimes I do really like smoky looks and you want to have a black. This is Corrupt by Makeupgeek, and it is just a really good matte black. I like this one. It is not really creamy, but it works really good for blending into the crease, and it also works really good if you want to do a super smoky look and just pat it on your lid. That it works really good for as well. I need to do more sultry dark looks, because I looked at some of the looks that I've been doing lately. I've been doing really well, which is good, fresh and summery looks, but I want to use more black again. I want to get more into the sultry looks, but maybe when autumn comes, it will come like naturally. Now comes two of the more neutral shades. I mean, some people put like together a palette and they put like 18 beiges and browns and neutrals and then just like one pop of color. I do it the other way around. I put a lot of colors in there and then I put some neutrals to balance it up. This is one of the few neutrals. This is Burnt Orange Matte by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is actually a really good eyeshadow, and I really like how this like works in the crease, and especially together with the next shade, which is Cocoa Bear, and I just think that these two work really good together. I also really like Frappe by Makeupgeek. That is a really nice color too, but I felt like Burnt Orange Matte from Anastasia Beverly Hills needed some more love, so I put it in this palette, and also it goes really good together with some of the other colors that I have in. I mean, I don't do that many brown looks, but it's always nice to have some neutrals in a palette, if I for some reason feel like doing that. Next color is almost like a neutral. I mean, nowadays when burgundies are so big, I guess this could be seen as a neutral. This is Bitten, and I love Bitten by Makeupgeek. I feel like now when you say Bitten, everybody knows it's Makeupgeek, but it's Bitten by Makeupgeek, and it is just a really nice matte. It's that burgundy neutral without being too burgundy and without being too neutral. You can really build this up and get that burgundy, and you can also just blend it in with some neutrals and just get a bit of warmth in your look without being too red. I really think this is a staple, and I can't see myself not putting this in my autumn C palette as well. I do love Bitten a lot. Next color is a new favorite, and if you've been on my channel for a bit, you know how strong my love is for this color. This is Atomic by Looxi Beauty. Oh, I love this color so much. It looks almost bronze here, but honestly, it's like the most gorgeous, like pinky brown. And it's just so smooth and it's so shiny. I am so impressed by the Looxi Beauty eyeshadows. I think they're amazing, and this Atomic is probably my favorite one because it could pull either pink or more beige depending on what you like match it with, and I love matching this with one of the pinks or pinkier tones I'm going to show you later on the palette. I just, oh, so pretty. This is my kind of neutral. Next is one of my favorite shades from Coastal Scents. This is Bronze Peach, and it's just a clay pink neutral. It is just stunning, stunning. Oh, and it's so smooth and so pigmented, and look at how good these two go together. Oh, if you're ordering from Coastal Scents, Bronze Peach is really nice for summer, and when you have a bit of a tan, it just looks so pink and nice, and when you're really pale, it pulls more vibrant, and that's really nice too. I love Bronze Peach. Next is one of my favorite transition colors of life. This is Day Rate by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've mentioned this color before. I think it's beautiful. It is like a matte baby pink, or like a baby dusty pink. Do I have for one more? Let's put one more here. That's definitely the last one. This is so good to have in your transition as like the first crease color when you're doing something pink or you're doing something purple, because sometimes you don't want to have something peachy and you don't want to have something yellow. This is amazing, and this is so good for blending out sharp edges when you're doing a look that isn't warm or yellow in any way. I love Day Rate. And actually I used it so much that it has a bit of a dent in it, and that's unusual for being me. Love this color. Okay, so this arm is definitely full, like definitely full, but I mean, I love the color scheme of these shadows right here, and so far we have gotten this far, so I think we're like half through. This one is Curfew by Makeupgeek, and this is a lovely purple. I use this all the time to deepen out the crease when I'm doing a pink or a purple look, and I thought, or I felt, like, I need to change positions. I felt like I wanted to do a lot of pink looks for summer, so that's why I wanted to have this shade as well. Do you see how like wonderful and deep and just lovely that is? Really love that one. I think it's beautiful. And this next one is Pillow Talk. It's one of the new Makeupgeek shadows, and when you see the swatch of this, you will see like how special and gorgeous this is. I really need to use this more, and I was thinking that these two really went well together, so I just really need to do something with this shadow. I think it's gorgina. Okay. Next shadow is another Makeupgeek shadow, and this is Mai Tai. This is a dupe for Fireball by Urban Decay, and I love that shadow as well. I have them both. This is more convenient since you can put it in a C palette, and it's just like a peach pink duochrome. It is just... you know how I feel about peach, you know how I feel about pink. Love this one. Let's go back. And next shadow is Macaroon. Macaroon by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've talked about this shadow before. It is one of their... It's called like something either platinum or... I don't remember what their foils are called. Titaniums. They're called titaniums. So this is a titanium, so it's really shiny. It's just a really gorgeous muted berry color, and I thought that this would be really good for when I'm not that tan, but maybe I won't be using it as much now when I have a little bit of a tan and I will go abroad for a week of vacation on Saturday. Well, not when you see this, but... So I don't know how much I will be using. I think this is more appropriate for when you're paler. That's when this looks really good. But I love that shade. It's the same with this one. I love this shade when I am a bit pale. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Dusty Rose. And this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Anastasia Beverly Hills shadow. It is just the smoothest, prettiest dusty rose. And it goes so well together with Day Rate. Love this color. It's so good. If you're ordering eyeshadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, Dusty Rose, you need this one. Seriously, you need it. This is another one of the new Makeupgeek shadows, and I haven't used this once, and I need to, and that's why I put it in the palette, because this needs to be used. This is Hot Pants. It is just super beautiful, and I think that this will be really pretty when I have a bit of more tan even. It's like a tropical summer color. I need to use this one because I think it's so beautiful. I don't really know why I haven't been like using it. It's like a purple with a light blue shift. It's so beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. I don't know why I haven't used it. It's stupid. This is another eyeshadow of Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Sangria. It is just a really good metallic burgundy. I love this one, and I love having like a smoky burgundy eye, and this is perfect to have on the lid and then just blend it into Bitten in the crease. Works really good. I love Sangria. It's a really nice color. I'm gonna have this one in the kit that I take on vacation, because a smoky burgundy eye, when you have a good tan, because I do tan actually, even though I'm Scandinavian and Scandinavians normally have the same skin type as like British, we get like pink. I don't really have that skin type. I kinda tan, so that's nice. So a smoky burgundy eye is gonna be perfect on my vacation. Looking forward to that one. Next is Secret Garden by Makeupgeek, and this is just a really pretty duochrome shadow that is like really dark base with a foresty mermaidy green shift. It's just really pretty, and this shade is perfect if you want to do like a smoky dark look but you want to keep it colorful, and that's how I do. I try to incorporate color in every look I do, and then this color is perfect for that, for a smoky eye with this on the lid. Beautiful. The last eyeshadows are all blue eyeshadows. I love blue eyeshadow. I've been trying to do some looks on this channel because I'm hoping that more people will get into blue eyeshadows, because I think it's stunning. Blue eyeshadow, pink eyeshadow, red eyeshadow. Oh, that's my jam. This one is Periwinkle by Coastal Scents. I love this color. I think it's amazing. Makeupgeek has a similar one called Hopscotch, and I didn't get this one because, well, I have this one. And it is a pastel, so it's not as pigmented as any other color, but pastels have a lot of white pigment in them, so they can't be super pigmented. But this actually builds up really well and blends kind of good actually in the crease. I think that this is a good pastel. Periwinkle by Coastal Scents is really pretty. And I love teaming that color with this one, and this is Chit Chat by Makeupgeek, and this has quickly become one of my favorite shadows by Makeupgeek. I just think that this is gorgeous. It is a periwinkle light blue with a light purple shimmer. It is so gorgeous. It is opaque. It is creamy. Love this one. I think this is gorgeous. And if you love light blue eyeshadows like I do, Hopscotch is amazing. And the color that I love teaming these with is Blueberry by Makeupgeek. And this is also a light blue, but it's not the same pastel, and I actually think that this works really good for darkening up, but just adding some dimension to the light blue look. And this I love this color. It's also one of my favorite colors from Makeupgeek. I think this is really good, and these three together make a really good look, and I love the pastel-y blue eye. It's not for everyone, but I wish that more would try it because I think it's beautiful. Next, I mentioned that I have one spot for a bigger eyeshadow, and I kind of switched that like from time to time. Right now it's JD Glow Rendezvouz that is in it. Sometimes I have a highlighter in there as well because it makes it convenient if I'm like going somewhere. But this color I just used, so that's why it's in the palette. If you haven't tried any eyeshadows by JD Glow, they are so pigmented. This is part of the shimmer collection, and it is just a royal blue, and be prepared. Is this not like the most pigmented and beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life? Oh, it's so beautiful. Really, if you like colorful eyeshadows, or if you like really pigmented in-your-face eyeshadows, JD Glow has so many, and they have like neutrals as well. But I'm just so impressed. It's crazy. And you might think when you look at all these swatches and this palette that they don't really go together, but the thing is that you don't have to have all of your eyeshadows go together. They don't all have to go together. I try to think when I put shadows in a palette like this, creating something to get my creativity going, I try to think that every shadow should go with at least 2 other shadows, and they do. Because if you create a palette where every color goes with every color, you're gonna get a bit limited in what kinds of looks you can actually do. And the best part about having a C palette or a magnetic palette is that you can put whatever shadows you want in it. It's like the whole point. And as you can see, I have so much variety here. I can do warms, I can do sultries, I can do smokies, I can do golden looks, peachy, pink, plums, blues. I can do fresh, easy, neutral makeup. I can do party makeup. I can do sparkles or brights. I can do a lot of things, and that's probably how I want to keep creating the palettes that I do. Do let me know what you think about this video and if you like the concept, because I could totally do something similar for autumn, because I will probably do something like this but with what I want to have for autumn instead, and I can totally show you what I picked. So do let me know that down below. You know, I read and answer all comments because I just love getting comments. That's why I got this YouTube channel, to be able to talk to people who love makeup as much as I do. And if you're not subscribed already, the button is down below if you want to be and see this face at this space again. I do try to upload at least 2 times a week. Thank you so much for being here. You know I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!